As I was saying, if the masculine were to pass over before you, it would be such a graceful transition for you. And if you were to pass over before your masculine, it would be such a graceful transition for you because of what y'all been through together. I mean, this is setting y'all up for a very graceful, peaceful life and transition. I mean, all inclusive. This is the total package. Spirit has it all. Spirit has seen this all. Like, Spirit knows what the big picture is. Like, y'all are in the present moment as y'all should be. Spirit is like, y'all have no clue. Like, y'all have no clue. But I'm gonna, we get closer to Source. Spirit lets us in on what's going on. And I see a very graceful experience and transition. It's all the whole package, okay? That's the purpose. That's the point of these trials and tribulations. That's the lesson. You're learning how to be resilient. You're learning how to be faithful. You're learning how to be an individual too. You're not going to get lost in this connection. You're not going to lose yourself in this union. This type of union, you're going to be standing 10 toes down in yourself, in your connection to the divine, and you're also going to be standing 10 toes down. Your spouse is going to be standing 10 toes down within themselves and then their connection to Source. The both of you are going to be complete on your own, and when you guys come together, y'all are going to be an extremely powerful force with great responsibility, because Spirit has a mission for you for the both of you as one entity, as one moving force. Spirit has a mission. Like, your combined energy is really important. Source really needs you to just have faith. Like, not even like, I'm gonna just stop repeating the word faith, 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 faith. Just trust Source. Trust the journey that you've been on, and trust where you're going. Thank you, Spirit. That is a part of the lesson. You're supposed to trust Source. Like, this is like, hey, if you don't trust Source, it is what it looks like. But if you trust Source, anything is possible. You can transcend anything. It's like Spirit has to put you guys through this so y'all can learn how to trust Source on your own. It's not like, oh, I believe in God because this person came into my life and they changed my life. No, I believe in God because I had an experience. I had an encounter. And it's individualized and it's personal and it's very real and it's undeniable. And it will stay with you for the rest of your experience. And that is going to be the exact same sensation that your spouse is going through if he hasn't already. It's going to be individualized, and it's going to set the foundation for a very graceful union. I just want to dish out some downloads that I just had from my own experience. You guys have to practice self-care. This is one way you can show gratitude to Source. Is by taking care of yourself. For yourself. Like, for yourself. For Spirit and for yourself. Because you love Spirit, you love yourself. Because you love Source, you love yourself. I love Spirit so much. It doesn't make sense. It's just vibes, okay? It's just vibes. Spirit loves you too. Spirit loves us so much. It doesn't make sense. It's like I hear giggling, like I hear like chuckling and giggling because of we're just basking in the love of Source. And it's just like you just want to cackle and giggle and delight. It's like a newborn baby is just squealing in happiness. Like you're like throwing a baby in the air. It's like a parent throwing their child up in the air and they're just squealing in delight. That's how it feels when you connect to Source. And that's how I feel right now. I feel like a little baby being thrown up in the air. Talk to us, Spirit. We just want to be in your presence. Thank you, Spirit. All this earth energy is so, Spirit is just awesome. Like, all this earth, we're very grounded, we're very present, we're very aware, we're very on track, on the right track right here, right now. This is exactly what Spirit is expecting of us. Spirit is not expecting us to just like be fit to fake it till you make it. Spirit is like, it's you process your feelings and you feel the way you feel. Spirit is very happy with you and how you've been handling the situation. Spirit is very, very like pleased, and that's why Spirit is tickling us and making us laugh, because they're very pleased with us. Like, we really have overcome so many blockages, distractions, and interference. It's delightful to you and it's delightful to Spirit. Your undeniable faith and trust is like impressing. It's not impressing Spirit because Spirit already knew you had it in you. But now that you're aware of that, now that you've tapped into that, like, it's just time to really enjoy your connection to Spirit and experience it even more. You're just so rooted. Your roots are deep. Your foundation is strong. You've done this before. Spirit is reminding you, like, this is not your first rodeo. I personally believe in reincarnation and just different energy, like reincarnation in the sense that energy is never destroyed. I believe that you've done this before. This is a story as old as time, and like, you guys, like, you just keep upgrading. You just keep upgrading. Spirit is like, it's just rewarding you for staying grounded, for staying 10 toes down. Spirit is asking you to surrender to all your emotions and your feelings and let them pass. Is that all? Is that it? That's really it. I don't really, Spirit is just, I think that's about it. Is there anything else? I said, Spirit, just talk to us. We want to be in the present. And Spirit is reminding you that you are Spirit. You are Source. You don't have to ask Spirit to like be present. You don't have to ask Spirit to reveal themselves. You can find Spirit inside of you at any time. You can tap into Spirit inside of you. Spirit is within you. Source is you. It's a part of you. Spirit wants you to remember that you don't have to look outside of you to find it. Source wants you to know that you don't have to ask anybody to have a connection with Source. You can find Source inside of you at every moment of your life. Spirit is your existence. Your existence is a miracle. Your life force is nothing but Source living through you. You are Source. Your soul is Source. If you ever feel like abandoned by God or like lost in the sauce, you just have to tap into yourself to find Source. Source will never leave you. Source is always present, even if you don't hear or see. You can find Source within and without. If you don't feel like Source is within, you can find Source without. And if you don't feel like Source is without, you can find Source within. And you can find Source within and without at the same time too. Like, I can sit here and talk and speak from my spirit, and I can also look out the window and see a red cardinal and acknowledge Source in the red cardinal that just passed by. Source is all over the place, within, without, and everywhere all the time. Don't ever forget it. You are never leading a godless life. Accept it. I have no problem accepting that. Surrender. I have no problem surrendering to that. I am honored. I'm hearing Divine Masculine's voice. I heard it's okay. It's okay. Like, it sounded like it's okay. It's okay. Very gentle, very kind of hesitant. You know, Divine Masculine, thanks, Spirit. Divine Masculine, he does not want to be abrasive or garish, vulgar. He does not want to offend you. He doesn't want to offend you. That's a part of the reason why he doesn't always approach you when you want him to, because he doesn't feel worthy sometimes. He's still transcending blockages and things of that nature. But it's like when he talks to you, he's like very short. He doesn't say too much because he has fears. He still has some fear, like, blockages. He has some major fears when it comes to you. Fears of losing you, fears of offending you, fears of you disliking him, fears of you turning your back on him, giving up on him, losing your patience with him. Like, when it comes to his divine feminine, like, he treads lightly because he values you that much. And so, like, when I hear him speak, it's like very short and quick. Like, I'm gonna pop in, I'm gonna say this. Like, and the thing is like, it probably took him a week and a half, a month to think of 2 words to say to you. Sometimes it's like that in these ordained unions. It's intense. And it takes a month and a half for a man to just speak 2 words or to say 3, 2, 4, 5 words to you. And he has to think it over and over and over again. He has to overcome all these blockages, all these fears. And He don't even know how to approach you, girl. Like, your energy is intense. He does not want to lose you. He does not want to say the wrong thing. He don't want to mess this up, but it's like the fear is what's messing it up. Like, you're, as a divine feminine, like, yo, if you weren't so scared, we could be talking for hours and hours and hours, and we could be laughing and rolling around like in tears and just laughter. We could just be enjoying each other's presence. We could be having so much fun. We could talk about anything. We could talk all the time about everything if you weren't so scared. And it's like, all I get is 2 words from you, divine feminine. It's like, all I get is like a couple of words from you here and there. Like, you're that afraid of losing me when all I want is you. Divine feminine has to like really overcome the disappointment and accept and surrender to divine masculine's process. But Spirit just wants you to know the reason why he's so short with you is because he values you so much, and he does not want to mess it up, and he does not want to, he values you. He has to overcome his fear. But at the end of the day, like, there's really good intentions behind it. Like, you have to see his heart. You have to see his heart behind all the mistakes, behind all of the letdowns. You have to see his heart at the end of the day. And that kind of takes up for the lack. That kind of fills the void, because his heart is source and his heart is light. It's like that fills some of that emptiness when you acknowledge that. So what I just heard is, it's okay. I don't know what that is in reference to. I know what it's in reference to in my situation. I don't know how that applies to you in your situation, but I feel him like he's okay with something. Like, it's okay. Like, he's not offended by something or something to that effect. Spirit, you want to elaborate or let him talk or let more come through? Like, what else is there to talk about? Like, let me put the light on. He's happy too, because when he said it's okay, he was smiling and he was like chuckling a little bit, but like it was very short. So I'm getting like, he's just happy to see you doing your thing, expressing yourself, being genuine, being authentic, showing like all the sides of you that you might have had blockage. Like, you've had blockages too, divine feminine. We're not going to make this all about divine masculine being so scared and being so stuck. Like, divine feminine has her own fears and blockages that she has to overcome as well. And it's like, he also is aware of where he wants more from you and you can't give it to him because you don't feel worthy, or you have blockages. And like, it's kind of a balance here. And he sees you overcoming blockages and overcoming fears that you never used to overcome. Like, he sees you coming out of your comfort zone. He sees you acting out of character, as they would say, because you're just tapping into higher frequencies, and you're just stepping out of your comfort zone. You're stepping out of your comfort zone the same way he is. And he loves it. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. It makes him smile, and it makes him like chuckle and glee, chuckle and like he's just pleased. Like, he's chuckling because he's just so pleased and happy. He's happy. Like, he's happy with himself. He's happy with you. And he gets to see you do you in new ways that he's never seen before. And it's like, it keeps the union, like, it just keeps the union going. Like, you guys keep evolving. You guys keep upgrading. And you guys have individual paths, and the road keeps curving and turning. Like, it's so exciting. So the more you grow in your individuality, he's just so pleased. And the same is like for you, like the more you see him grow and come out of his shell, you're so like pleased. And like that's a part of the blockage, is like divine feminine's blockage. We're gonna just focus on divine feminine for a moment. Excuse me. Let me have some of this tea. Divine feminine's fears, and this is definitely giving divine feminines. We're gonna focus on divine feminine for a moment. Divine feminine's fears and blockages have to do with coming out of her shell. Like she has a lot of balled up energy. Just speaking as a divine feminine myself, she has like coiled up energy that she's like reserving, trying to just keep a cap on her energy. She's just trying to keep it together. She's trying to hold it together. She's trying to act prim and proper, right? She's trying to be like, you know, graceful all the time. She's trying to kind of like reel it in all the time, and she's letting loose a little. Like, he loves it. I'm telling you right now, you're so scared of people seeing you wild out. He loves it. He loves it. Even if you're mad at him and you're like wilding out because you're upset, you're passionate, he loves it. He eats it up. And that's why he said it's okay, and he kind of like laughs. Even if you're mad, even if you're upset, it's like he loves seeing you be yourself and express yourself and be completely true to yourself without any fear holding you back. Like, he eats that up. He's trying to talk over me right now. I'm not gonna let him. He loves it. Like, he loves it. That's the point, okay? He thinks it is like the most amazing. Like, he could watch you wild out all day. Whether like you singing loudly, like you cooking and cleaning, and you're just being like an anime character, you passionate and fired up about something, whether that be like the Lakers or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, anything, even if it's him, like he does something stupid, something ignorant, and you shout, you expressing yourself, you like telling him how it is. It's like he wants you to be yourself. He wants you to be authentic. He does not want you to hold back anything. He wants you to let it all. He wants you to release all of that energy. He eats it up. He loves it. You're scared of it because you know how it can get. Divine feminine knows herself. She knows, like, it's extreme. Okay, when that beast comes out, it can be really intense. It's extreme. She's probably struggled with this her whole life, having all of this powerful, intense energy and having to contain it and reel it in to keep other people comfortable. When you let it go, when you let loose, I mean, it's something like he would never get tired of that. That's something that divine feminine has struggled with her whole life. I'm telling you right now. That's why he's so happy to see you be yourself, because he knows, like, you try to keep other people comfortable, and you try to like act normal. Divine feminine is so unique. She's so powerful, and she always wants to, like, she's a nurturer too. She cares about the people around her. She wants to keep it. She wants to hold it together. She wants to keep it tight. She wants to keep it, yeah, you know. She wants to keep it in, like, hold it in. It's like when you let it out, he's so happy with that. And you also, like, it's healthy. It's healthy. So we're seeing divine feminine like overcoming some huge blockages, insecurities, and fears surrounding her own power and her own influence, her own uniqueness, her own special abilities, talents, just her own sauce, her own juice. Like, she was ashamed of her sauce and her juice for a long time. She tried to hide her sauce and her juice, she tried to water it down, you know. She thought it was offensive to other people. She thought it drew a lot of bad attention to her. Like, she had a lot of fears surrounding her own power. Like, I don't know where it came from, but she's overcoming some of that now. And it is like the best thing in the world to your masculine, like, and to you. Forget him. Like, you feel so good letting it out. Like, it feels so healthy. This card keeps coming. Gratitude. This is nothing but gratitude to me. Gratitude will always consistently be a part of y'all's lives. Y'all are going to be practicing like gratitude and all, like, self-care, whether you like pray, you know, do your ancestor altar, whatever it is that you do to practice, show gratitude, taking care of yourself, because you are an altar. Like, your body is an altar. Like, you are your own altar. Like, give yourself offerings. Like, offer yourself a cup of tea, offer yourself some green juice, offer yourself like whatever it is that you need to feel good and healthy. Like, that is a way to practice gratitude and showing your creator that you love your creator, is just by loving yourself. What's that? I feel like I've seen all of these cards before. I feel like the main point here is gratitude. I see so much unity here as well. Like, I see someone coming out of isolation and like making new friends, like learning how to like make friends. And I know as divine feminine, I struggle so badly with this. I want spirit to really support me in creating new bonds and relationships, because I feel like this is something that has, like, one of my fears and blockages is like community, trusting people. But I see where spirit is clearing out some of these blockages in my own personal journey, and I'm so grateful. And like, this makes so much sense to me now. Like, I got a call from a friend today, a real friend. And I'm telling you, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, and I met this friend maybe like a year or so ago, 2 years ago. And she's like my best friend. Like, she's like one of my closest friends. She is like the closest friend that I have right now, other than God, other than source, you know what I'm saying? Like, this other person has become like my best friend, and she treats me and my daughter so good. She checks on me, she calls to see if I'm okay. She like, we have already like disclose personal details about our lives, so it's like I trust this person. And I've never, like, it's been a really long time since I've had a platonic relationship where I actually trust them. So I see where this is working in my own journey. Like, I am so grateful. Like, today, this person proved without a shadow of a doubt that they are probably going to be riding with me till the wheels fall off. And I told them, like, the feelings are mutual. Like, I will be there for you the same way you're being there for me right now. Because no other friend that I've ever had has shown like unconditional, genuine intentions like this one. And I feel like it's a new start for me. It's just one friend, but it's like she takes the place of a group of people, a posse, a gang of people. Like one friend, like one good true friend will replace a group of yes men and yes women. So infinite gratitude for these new opportunities in friendship and in community. I see this happening like today specifically for me. This has been a heavy energy. Unity and community, let alone love, like love aside, like we're talking about platonic relationships and community. I see this like blossoming. So throw up your gratitude, offer gratitude however you can to, invite more of this in. Because I feel so deprived of this. Like I feel absolutely deprived of this. I went into isolation as well in my journey. And I accepted isolation, but a part of me yearns for community so greatly, especially now that I'm a mom. I want my child to have community so much, and I have to kind of accept the spoonfuls of community. Like I can't take on a whole group of people. I don't have the trust, the capacity for that. So Spirit is like introducing me to like one true friend at a time. Spirit is like introducing one person at a time and helping me to develop my trust after all of my disappointment, like one friend at a time until like the tribe is together. Because these are ordained friends, these are ordained tribes, these are ordained. This is like you have an ordained spouse, you have ordained community, you have an ordained community for yourself too. And Spirit is revealing to you who your ordained community is. And like Spirit knows how scary it is for me. Like I have so many fears and blockages when it comes to friendship. Spirit knows exactly how to spoon feed me these new allies and these new genuine friends, genuine people. Like Spirit is spoon feeding it to me in a way that I can handle it. Because it's like, I want it now. I want the whole community, the trust now, but I know I would sabotage it because I'm so afraid of being betrayed. I would sabotage it. So infinite gratitude for Spirit, like knowing us so well and working with us like this. It's amazing. Coming out of isolation, embracing these new relationships with grace and gratitude. Infinite gratitude, infinite gratitude, infinite gratitude. Girl, you don't need help. I could do this all day. I could do this all the time. I love doing this. I absolutely am so inspired. Oh my goodness, so much has happened today. Spirit has been like confirming and reaffirming for me so much, because I took some leaps of faith lately. I've been taking some huge leaps of faith, not knowing what the outcome was, thinking, okay, I might be doing the exact opposite of what Spirit wants me to do. I don't really know if Spirit approves of this. I feel like I should do this. I don't know if Spirit, if this is supposed to happen. I don't know anything. I don't know. But I'm just kind of going off of a whim. Like, I just went off of a whim, like taking some leaps of faith off of a whim. And then it's like, boom, you did it. Yep, you passed the test. Confirmation, confirmation. Here's your reward. And I'm like, yo, I actually am on the right track. Like, I'm actually doing something right. I'm blindly out here taking these whims, like off of whims, like taking action off of a whim. But when you've been doing the work, you can trust yourself to be impulsive. You can trust yourself to be more impulsive. Like, when you've been doing the work, like, you can kind of go off of your first instinct and trust that more. So I kind of like took a leap of faith, trusted my first instinct. And then it's like all these rewards just came in. Infinite gratitude. All the rewards came in. And the Spirit was like, yeah, I'm not going to help you with this one. I need you to just like trust yourself. Spirit was like, you're on your own with this. If you figure it out, and I know you can, and I know you will, so hurry up. And then boom, doors are opening, like opportunities in business, unity, friendship, community, camaraderie, like-mindedness, authenticity, genuine relationships. All like it's kind of intense, and that's why I've been, taking my time with this reading, because I really want to tap into like, what in the world is going on? What did I do? Like, I know I took some action, but like, what exactly, Spirit, is going on? Like, how did you know that I was supposed to do that? Like, I mean, why would I even ask? But like, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to me as a human being in the human condition. It's like mind-blowing. Spirit obviously knows what's going on, but like, I'm mind-blown. And then it's like the lesson that I learned is like, I can trust my instincts now. I can fully trust my instincts. I can trust, like, if I feel a type of way, or if I have something to say, I can trust myself to speak my mind, like, right then and there. Because I'm used to being like, I'm not going to say nothing right now. I'm going to process this. I'm going to ask Spirit if it's okay. I'm gonna get a second opinion. But Spirit is like, no, you are the opinion. Like, your opinion is like people's second opinion. I'm like, people are coming to you for advice. People are trying to run things by you because they see how connected you are to source. Like, you don't have to doubt or question your instincts anymore. Even your emotions. Like, I used to think that, oh, I don't want to be impulsive. I hate being impulsive because it ruins everything. Like, I don't want to say anything slick. I don't want to say anything smart. I don't want to get in trouble. Spirit is like, you can be emotional and impulsive. You're at a point now in your journey where if you feel some type of way and you say something and it come out sounding crazy, or it come out sounding aggressive, like, you are totally okay. Spirit wants you to let it go. Let it out. Spirit wants you to be real. Spirit wants you to keep it 100. Spirit wants you to be impulsive. Spirit wants you to be like quick on your feet. Spirit wants you to be emotional. It's okay. You're not going to ruin things because people be like, you can't be emotional. You can't let your emotions run you. And I know that's true because I let my emotions run me and it was destructive. But after doing the work, like, I embrace my emotions. I let my emotions run me to the point where, like, I will act on my impulses. Like, if I feel a type of way, like, right then and there, nothing is going to hold me back. Spirit loves that. Spirit wants that for you now. You've learned the lesson in that. You have programming. Your programming, the reason why, because you weren't allowed to be impulsive in the past because you were running off of the wrong programming. You were running on outdated programming. So when you were emotional and impulsive, it was destructive. You've reprogrammed yourself to be constructive. So when you act on impulse, it's going to build you. It's going to help you make progress. It's going to help you evolve. So embrace your emotions and your instincts, especially now that you're running on the latest programming to date. You got the latest downloads from Source to date. Trust everything that comes out of your mouth to be that real. Yes, ma'am. I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think that's it for this reading. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me if you guys resonated or not. And stay tuned for my next video.